crime documentary. But anyways, man, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man, Jay Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy. Or you end up like Beezy. Make sure y'all follow my Twitch, man. Subscribe to my second channel. Everything you need to know about your boy Jay. It's in the description down below, you know what I'm saying? But he thought it was a date, but it was a setup. You know what I'm saying? He thought it was a date, but it was a setup. And I can promise you he used Tinder. You know what I'm saying? A boy that never had a woman. You know what I mean? Look, if you know you built like a sack of laundry, you know what I'm saying? If you know you built like a sack of laundry, go look at yourself in the mirror. If you know you built like a sack of laundry, you know what I mean? You download Tinder, and you seeing a very fine woman engaging with you. That's not a woman. I almost got catfish before when I was on Instagram. You know what I mean? I was smart, though. You know what I mean? But she was fine like a glass of wine. Well, let me FaceTime you right quick. Wouldn't FaceTime. Like, look at him trying to catfish me. You know what I'm saying? Whole time, you feel me? It's a dude behind that profile picture trying to catfish me. I almost got catfish. You know what I'm saying? I almost got catfish for sure, Leola. You know what I'm saying? Happened to the best of us, but I promise you it will never happen. You know what I mean? Getting catfish. And like I said, I'm not finna go online, and try to find me a woman. I've never been that type. You know what I mean? To go online and try to find me a woman. Every single girl I talk to, I've met in real life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no Tinder type dude. I ain't no, trying to hit you up on IG and all that. Rather, see you in real life, to know you. It's too much weird junk going on the internet. I don't trust no internet. I got to get to know how you is as a person. Matter of fact, I got to talk to you on the phone first. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your number, you know what I'm saying? Have conversations. We not even just going to go on a date. I'm a dude that moves slow. You know what I'm saying? I can promise you he was trying to move fast with Shawty. I move slow, bro. Okay, you look fine like a glass of wine. Get your number, you know what I'm saying? After I get your number, I don't feel like texting all day, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, call you, have a conversation. Because honestly, I don't really know what type of girl you is through text. You know what I mean? You can think about what to say and all that. To know a girl, let's talk on the phone, let's FaceTime. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not no little kid. That's one thing that women got to understand. I ain't no little kid. I want to FaceTime. I want to see you. Let's talk on the phone. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that deep. Have conversations on the phone for a couple of days. Then we can go out deep because I got a sense of the person. I know who I'm talking to and I know who I'm engaging with. You know what I'm saying? But I got to have conversations with you before we even go on a date. I'm not one of them dudes, oh, dang, that girl she fine like a glass of wine, man. You trying to go out on a date? You know what I mean? What you think about Red Lobster? You know what I'm saying? Red Lobster, some Texas Longhorn. You know what I mean? Dang, we finna go on a date already. I don't even know you, shawty. I don't even know if you was set up. I don't know who you is. You know what I mean? I ain't had no conversation with you, nothing. We finna go on a date. First day. You know what I'm saying? Heck no. You know what I'm saying? Let's go and just have a couple conversations right quick, And then, like I said, one thing about women, chat. One thing about women. Do not text a woman when you first get to know her. FaceTime her. You know what I mean? One thing about women, they can't fake it. And women they be blowing me when they be saying they sneakier than men. Oh my God, it's hilarious. You know what I mean? And it's not a good thing that men are sneakier than women. I'm just telling you it ain't true. You know what I'm saying? It's false. You feel me? Because when it comes to women, y'all just don't know how to hide it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know if you a hoe, we know if you a setup. It's easy. I can promise you, she threw out all the flags for bro that she was a setup. Bro was just a goofy not to peep the flags. But if it's a dude that understands the game and that peeps everything, it's easy to read females. They easy. You know when a girl a hoe, you know when a girl is a setup, you know when a girl is a good girl, you know when she's a virgin. They let it be known. They cannot hide it. Men low key with it. You can't really know if a man are really a hoe. You don't really know if a man this, a man that, you know what I'm saying? More low key. But y'all women be so loud and you don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? You talk to a woman a couple of times, you already know she a hoe. Straight up. Just off of what you say. Ask her a little question, you ain't even know you trying to test Shawty. Shawty don't even know she on the test right now. Ask her a little question, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all one time, like I said, man, first date, we go to Subway. You ain't even know you on the test right now, Shawty. Yeah, I got money to go here. But let me see what type of girl you is when I take you to Subway. What we doing at Subway? You know what I mean? I was thinking we was gonna go to Costco, man. Okay, I'm gonna buy Subway. You know what I'm saying? Get Subway. It's gonna be your last time seeing me though, shout. I ain't gonna waste your time like that. I don't play games like that. I give you Subway. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't know you just failed the test. Oh, that let me know you're a gold digger. Oh my God, failed the test just like that. You know what I'm saying? You see how fast you just failed the test? You see how fast you just showed me who you truly is? I want to go to Costco. I thought we was going to Costco's, not no dang Subway. Dang, you just failed. Dang, you got an F.
Oh, here, have a seat right here. Have a seat right here. Got a Spanish-speaking male, lacerations to the throat, and
dang, to the throat.
Looks like he was punched in the face. That probably had injuries.
Just 2 years ago, 25-year-old Saul Lopez was having dinner at this house on Oak Forest Drive. He's there with a woman he recently met online.
Told you. Did I tell you? Y'all, did I tell you? I told you it was on some Tinder junk. I tried to tell y'all, bro. I tell you, I do it. I do it. Said built like a sack of laundry. You know what I'm saying?
On Oak Forest Drive.
Told y'all.
He's there with a woman he recently met online. To him, it's just a casual Saturday, but he has no idea that within minutes, he'll be fighting for his last breath. He's inside a silver Honda Odyssey with a woman who goes by Crazy and an unknown male. It's calm until it isn't. Suddenly, the vibe shifts. Repeatedly beaten and stabbed, Saul is left disoriented, but the couple isn't finished. They drive him to a bridge, beat him some more, and toss him 50 feet into the Escambia River. Believing they had committed the perfect crime, the two assailants move on to their next victim. However, there was one small detail they didn't account for. Saul Lopez refused to die.
Dang. You see, y'all see how bro trying to put his fears on me? You see how delusional bro is? Jay smiling, but deep down I know he's scared as heck with the world going on. I don't even have social media. You know what I'm saying? So how I'm supposed to be scared of a war that I know nothing about? See how he trying to project his fears? You see how delusional people is? He gonna believe that when he go to sleep. He believe that. He believe I'm actually scared. See how delusional people? This is why I say, y'all, you can't care what people think. Because he delusional. You're delusional, bro. I'm just telling you this right now. It's not real what you thinking. But keep on being delusional. Keep on thinking. What you thinking is real. I'm so scared, bro. I can't go to sleep. I stay up at night. I worry like crazy. Like I'm just doing, it's a fake persona I got going on, bro. You right, bro. That's what I say, bro. Like people that care about what people think be so hilarious to me. How can I care about what somebody else think when you don't even be thinking the real thing? You're the weirdo. You feel me? Let me just imagine that. Imagine caring about what a weirdo thinks. You still don't think you weird, do you? After what I just called you, you still believe it, do you? You know how pathetic that is? Look yourself in the mirror, bro. That's a bad trait to have, bro. If you're gonna be delusional, keep it to yourself, bro. Because sometimes I have delusional things sometimes. You know what I mean? I'm not delusional all the time. It's rare I'm delusional. But if I feel like I'm delusional, I'm not gonna just speak on that delusion. I'm not gonna just act on it. I'm gonna keep it within. Because maybe I'm wrong. Just because I feel this way, that don't mean I'm right. You know what I'm saying? But that's the mature way of thinking. You ain't mature like that. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of growing up to do, my boy. Hope I just taught you something.
October 8th, 2023, Pensacola, Florida. At a Cumberland Farms near Scenic Highway,
he ain't trolling.
Escambia County Sheriff's deputy starts his shift with a cup of coffee. He looks out toward the intersection and sees a man stumbling across the roadway. The man is barefoot, soaked in blood. His face is bruised, swollen, and barely recognizable.
That's crazy.
What's that?
No speak Spanish.
You okay?
No speak Spanish.
Oh, here, have a seat right here. Have a seat right here.
That's crazy. They couldn't even show bro.
Frank 13.
That's how bad it is. They couldn't even show bro.
Amigo.
Can I get EMS 51 to me at the Tom Thumb at Scenic
Got
Highway,
blood
9
drip.
Mile Road? How old are you? ¿Cuántos años? How old? You.
When the deputy made contact, it was clear communication would be challenging. Aside from the language barrier, Saul had lost a significant amount of blood and was severely dehydrated. His jaw was badly bruised and his face so swollen that forming words was painful. Disoriented and confused, this was someone whose body was actively shutting down while his mind was still fighting to survive.
I'm gonna have to get
He was touched with a deadly weapon. Yep. So that's an aggravated battery.
I'm gonna have to get Ramirez.
So why he got beat down?
Okay.
Got set up, bro. Do we really gotta ask?
Amigo,
Hey,
He was sitting down for a while. He's standing up.
necesito llegar a casa.
¿Qué ha ocurrido?
Car 393.
¿Qué ha ocurrido?
Are you knocking on the door?
Sí, unos amigos me montaron en un carro anoche. Unos y me trajeron y me quisieron matar. Me robaron zapatos y el teléfono y el carro.
some friends rode me a car last night, put makeup and killed me, stole my shoes and phone and the car. So we got carjacked.
So take a screenshot of that.
¿Dónde sucedió?
Sí, me trajeron de aquí de Pensacola, Florida, aquí cerquita. Me montaron en el carro y lo único que me dijeron conmigo.
Hey, I'm sorry that happened to you.
Que vas a vivir y me vinieron a tirar desde arriba el puente, caía al lago abajo. Y ahorita una muchacha que andaba en una lancha me dieron a salir.
This week
Car
down the
393,
road.
10-4 check.
Yes or no question would help.
10-4.
¿Conoces los nombres?
No los conozco, pero a ellos sí los conozco.
I don't know them for them, and I know them. Try to answer just yes or no questions. Are you thrown off a bridge?
Yeah. Yeah.
¿Dónde te tiraste de un puente?
No, me tiraron desde el puente arriba, me traían en el carro, en mi camioneta, me bajaron y me pusieron el cuchillo aquí en la nuca. Y luego me tiraron del puente y caía el agua abajo.
Car 27. 27, go ahead.
Se acerca la ambulancia.
So, he's got lacerations to his throat. He's not bleeding right now. His ears, the back of his head. He may have some broken ribs, his face.
Yeah.
Guy come walking from across the street right here. He's got like probably like 4, 5 lacerations, deep lacerations to his throat. His face is all bruised and broke up. He doesn't speak any English at all.
We're gonna go ahead and head up there before the airway starts to crack. He's cut pretty deep right there.
Sacred. Yeah.
Sacred?
Saul was rushed to a nearby
I'm
hospital.
trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all just state, man. Look, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all just gotta freaking. When it comes to women, man, you know, you gotta stay alert for women, man. You know what I'm saying? Whole time, bro was just so innocent, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find a wife. You know what I mean? Trying to find a girl, not a wife, but you know, basically a girl. You know what I mean? Getting on Tinder. You know, he's not American, bro, but you know, just you know. Just trying to, you know, find a girl, you know what I mean? And that happened to him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that y'all gotta understand, man, this world is evil, man. Real evil. And this is why I say I don't trust people. You know what I'm saying? Not because I'm not a people person. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real respectful person. I consider myself a people person, but it's just I'm kind of standoffish to people a little bit. You know what I mean? I just don't trust the soul, man. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, don't trust the soul, bro. So if bro survive, bro gonna be crazy damaged, you know what I'm saying, honestly. And this is what changes people. Like I said, the world changed me, you know what I'm saying, honestly. You know, the world has made me into the person I am today. You know, like I told y'all, bro, and I said it before, I was a people's person. You know what I'm saying? I was a people's person. I was a cool guy. I'm still a cool guy, but I wasn't like as standoffish as I was. Now I was just very cool. You know what I mean? Like very cool. Just was a very genuine person, which I am now. You know what I mean? But it's just like I told y'all, after the things that just kept on happening to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just made me to the man I am today. You know what I mean? I don't regret the man I am today. Like I said, still a cool person, still a good dude. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, hey, man, you just got to be more aware, man. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really aware. And like I said, the things that happened to me, man, you know what I'm saying? Close friends, man. You know, those was the weirdest, you know, not the strangers, you know what I'm saying? Not the strangers, but the close friends. People that be closest to you be the ones you got to watch out for.
As a trauma alert. Upon arrival, he was taken straight into
strangers too.
Surgery. Because of the severity of his injuries and the language barrier, detectives couldn't interview him right away. Police records show that Saul could not identify his attackers by their real names, so they only knew the basics. Assaulted by 2 people, thrown from a bridge, and a vehicle had been stolen.
Threw this man from a bridge.
Just those facts.
50.
One thing was clear.
Feet.
This was extreme violence. Escambia County Sheriff Chip Simmons said he believed the assault was not random. He described it as cold, calculated, and called Saul's survival miraculous.
It appears as if they knew what they were going to do. In fact, I think they tell him what they were going to do, so much so that they take not only his money, they take his cell phone, and ultimately they take his shoes. So it seems like they took everything that they could, including trying to take his life, which ended up being an attempted murder, a cold and calculated attempted murder.
Yeah, they threw him 50 feet from a bridge. I don't know how he survived, bro.
Immediately began searching for Saul's stolen Honda Odyssey. They didn't have to look far. A VIN check revealed the van had been found burned earlier that same morning, roughly 20 miles south of where Saul flagged down the deputy. That detail told investigators something important. This wasn't just about hurting Saul, it was about erasing him. The next day, Detective Martinez finally interviewed Saul at the hospital. That's when the story started to come into focus. Saul explained that about a week earlier, he had received a Facebook friend request from an unknown woman, later identified as Natalie Fonseca. Online, she referred to herself as Crazy Fonseca. From Saul's perspective, nothing about this felt strange. He accepted the request and they started messaging. It seemed normal to him. Detective Martinez later broke it down for the court.
Go ahead and take a seat.
Hi, how are you?
You may.
Good afternoon. Please state your name and spell your last name for the record.
Lionel Martinez Jr., M-A-R-T-I-N-E-C.
And Mr. Martinez, where are you employed?
With the Escambia County Sheriff's Office.
In what capacity?
I am an investigator of major crimes.
And back in October 2023, you were involved in cases involving a Mathis Reynolds and Natalie Fonseca.
Yes, I did.
Can you please explain to the court how you became involved in the investigation and what you did as part of the investigation?
Yes, sir. I got assigned the case on October 9th. Being the only Spanish-speaking investigator in major crimes, I reviewed the reports from the initial deputy and also the deputy who spoke in the hospital. I wanted to get firsthand perspective from the victims. So I went up to Sacred Heart. He was still in the hospital. I spoke to him there, got some more details. He told me that he had met a female who had sent him a friend request on Facebook on October the 6th. That female reached out to him saying that she was hungry and wanted some food.
Bro, she said she was hungry. She wanted some food. Dang, man. Hey, whatever your name is, man, it's like, dang, this was a random girl. You know what I mean? Just, you know, you just got some dudes that just, like I said, never had a freaking girl before, never had no woman's attention. So, you know what I mean? They just, you know, jump up to the first woman that give them attention. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for her, this was a random girl that, you know what I mean, that followed him on Facebook. He don't know this girl. He don't even know her real name. He know nothing about this girl. He was trying to go get some pizza at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be just more aware of your surroundings. You know, you don't even know her. You ain't have a phone conversation with her, nothing. You know what I mean? You just jump to it. Right when she say, you just jump to it. Like a pig going into a slaughterhouse.
Instead of that, can I get you some tacos? And she's agreed to get some tacos.
Who is you? I don't even know you to go take you out for taco.
To her house.
I don't even know you to go take you out for pizza.
I examined that day.
I don't even know you. You asked me for things already. It's a red flag already.
Natalie contacted him again and asked to see him.
And I forgot, y'all. I forgot to tell y'all this. You know what I mean? This girl that I used to work with. I was working at DHL. You know what I mean? She worked at DHL, but I could tell she was feeling me. So we exchanged Instagram. She used to always, when I had Instagram, we used to always we always used to talk, but I could tell she was feeling the kid, you feel me? But she used to like my pictures all the time, you know what I mean? She was just one of them followers, you know what I mean? They used to always like my pictures and all that. So I ain't never talked to Shawty for real, you know what I'm saying? So one day Shawty just hit me up in a DM talking about, do you think you can pick me up or something? Like, Shawty, I don't even know you. I told Shawty this, I was like, hey, what you trying to do? You trying to set me up or something? You know what I mean? And then she was like, but shut up, you ain't got no ride. And then after I know I was blocked. You know what I'm saying? I was blocked. Because you know why I feel like I was blocked? Because I feel like Shawty was trying to set me up, gang. I don't even know this girl. And this girl just hit me up randomly in my DM talking about, can you pick me up? Like, Shawty, you trying to set me up, Shawty? And I mean, I told her straight like that. I don't even know you. Talking about, can you pick me up? You hit me up like I know you, Shawty. Then right after I say that, you block me? You know what I'm saying? That right there, red flags off the gate.
Saul said he was at work.
Trying to set me up, gang?
Later that evening after cashing his paycheck.
Because I'm the type of dude, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know, pull up, park over there at that freaking what's the name over there, and they give you a wrong car. You know what I'm saying? Give you a wrong car and see what you're doing. You know what I mean? Then I'ma stalk you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know, I ain't that type of dude. You feel me? I ain't trying to be that type of dude, but you know, it's something about when you try to put my life in danger, when you trying to, like, what? You trying to set me up, gang?
When he arrived at her house, Natalie said she needed to pick up her cat from an unknown location. Saul offered to drive, but she insisted on driving herself, telling him he didn't know where they were going. It seemed like a simple request, but it was actually a compliance test. When Natalie insisted on driving, she was taking control of the environment. Saul thought he was just being a gentleman, but to a predator, he was signaling that he wouldn't offer any resistance. They made the trip and returned to the house without incident. Natalie went inside with the cat while Saul waited in the van. Minutes later, she emerged, but this time she wasn't alone. Next to her was a man later identified as 31-year-old Nafis Reynolds.
Drove off.
They both climbed in, and at some point, Nafis produced a firearm. Saul said he didn't think much of it at first, but that would soon change. Natalie, again in the driver's seat, told him that—
How you didn't think much of it, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like this random dude get into my car. You know what I'm saying? I would have drove off right there. You going on a date with her, not her and him. Who the frick is this? Man, scar the lot.
They were going to a cookout at her uncle's house, so they drove together.
Ain't your Uber?
They were there. They had some drinks, they had some hamburgers.
Freak is you, boy?
Wanted to leave. And they said, okay. So we went back.
Bro, getting drove around like a Uber.
Told him again, the black man began beating him with the pistol in his hands. Based on my investigation, I'll get to this. From there, they drove him, the female going, the spokesman just told him that this was a night that he was going to die. That they were going to drive him somewhere, take everything from him, and leave him there. So he said they drove for a while, and they came to a bridge, they had him out, male and female, began to beat him some more, and then he felt a knife on his throat, and they slashed his throat from one ear to the other. After doing that, they picked him up, threw him over the bridge. He fell in the water.
Saul explained that after he hit the water, he felt a stinging sensation along his neck from the wounds, but was desperate to stay afloat. He swam to a small patch of land and waited in the darkness, exhausted and bleeding. At first light, he managed to flag down a passing boat. They brought him to shore, and from there, Saul summoned the last of his strength to walk for help. Eventually, he reached a convenience store near Scenic Highway where a sheriff's deputy happened to be grabbing coffee before his shift. That coincidence saved Saul's life. Detective Martinez testified that he later spoke with Saul again and asked whether he could identify the house where the woman lived.
And then you did this when he know your Facebook. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure that she thought that he was dead. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Slasher man's throat from ear to the other ear and bro survived. Then you dropped him 50 feet from a bridge and bro survived. Man, God was with that man that day. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? That's God. That's all God right there. Bro was not supposed to survive it. He was not supposed to survive this. That was 0% chance that this man was supposed to survive. Bro got slashed from the ear to the ear. You know what I mean? From this ear to the other one. You know how severe that is? And then after getting slashed, you got beat on. Then after that, you got dropped 50 feet from a freaking bridge. You know what I mean? Then you got a boat passing right by you. You know what I'm saying? Then after the boat, you got a freaking car. You know what I'm saying? Deputy right there. You feel me? Come on, man. That's not coincidences, chat. You know what I mean? That's all I be trying to tell you. No, there's no such thing as cool. That is God right there. You know what I mean? But we gonna look at this like, oh, that was just luck. That was just coincidence. That was just coincidence that a boat driving right past and a deputy right there after he touched land. Come on, bro.
Ended up, after leaving the hospital, with his directions, I was able to come across the address, which is Forest Drive. I returned back to the office and looked to see.
Yo, awareness though, man. Yo, awareness is 0% though, boy.
In September the 4th, the same year, there was an armed disturbance.
I'm like, bro, what?
Two suspect victims that stabbed each other. The victim in this case was Mr. Reynolds, and the suspect was his brother, Mr. Coles. The witness was Natalie Fonseca. I was able to take screenshots of the body cam footage from the deputies that responded to that scene. And based on the description that was given by the victim at the hospital, they were to see that Mr. Reynolds and Natalie Fonseca were my suspects.
That's crazy.
Followed up to try to get some video from the store. Was able to obtain video from.
Oh yeah, he learned the lesson.
Where the victim and
he learned the lesson.
Destroyed by the drinks after he had watered the tires. I also was able to obtain the video from October 7th, where Ms. Fonseca.
In this situation, look, in this situation, this right here is what makes a nice man into a cold man. You know what I mean? Things like this. You know what I mean? Is what makes a nice and genuine man. Not saying he gonna be cold, but just standoffish. Everybody got a story to why they act the way they act. Everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. So, bro probably just never gonna be the same again. He probably gonna still be that same genuine guy, but it's gonna be a little different this time.
Driving the van, there's a male passenger in the van, but from the video you can see based on what the victim had told me he was wearing that night, a white shirt, and you can see because it's.
By chance, while Detective Martinez and his partner were reviewing surveillance video, Natalie Fonseca and Nafis Reynolds walked into the same store. Investigators waited for them to leave and followed them. Knowing there were two entrances to the subdivision, Detective Martinez positioned himself and recorded both as they entered a house on Oak Forest Drive. That surveillance gave them the probable cause they needed. A judge signed warrants for the carjacking and robbery of Saul Lopez, and on October 23rd, both were detained. But the case got darker during the interview. When Detective Martinez pressed Natalie, she accidentally revealed that this wasn't a one-time event.
While interviewing Ms. Fonseca, I asked her, this is about the Mexican food, from the store, and she started to tell me about the details about picking him up at the Circle K, taking him to the house, and she went in the house, and by the time she came out, everything had already happened, and he was gone. And I was a little confused. I was like, that's not, Mexican at the store I'm talking about the one that had his throat cut. And then she just sat back in her chair like, oh. I said, because he didn't die. So
at that point, it wasn't clear to you that Ms. Fonseca was actually talking about the victim?
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
Detective Martinez realized she was confusing Saul with another victim.
She did this another person. She did
Just
this
9 days after leaving Saul for dead, Natalie and Nafis ran the same play again, luring a second Spanish-speaking man to that Oak Forest house and robbing him at gunpoint. Ultimately, it was the warrant for Saul's case that finally put them in handcuffs. But prosecutors still had one major concern. The defense could argue that Saul's initial identification of the suspects happened in a hospital bed while He was traumatized and medicated, therefore it could be unreliable. So, in December, weeks after the suspects were locked up, detectives brought Saul back in. They needed him to look at a photo lineup and to put a face to the nightmare once and for all.
Sí. Quizá. ¿Qué tan seguro?
Sí.
100%.
Sí.
¿Seguro? Firma. ¿Está bien?
I'm just, and it's another thing. Look, and it's another thing, bro. If you in America, bro, you gotta learn how to speak English. You know what I'm saying? That's just another thing. Like, if you were speaking English, bro, this could have been way more easier. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to speak some type of English. You know what I mean? It's just something. That gotta be the number one thing. You gotta, like, when you come to America, you gotta know how to speak English. You don't speak no English. All you speak is Espanol. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real, bitch. What if you was on your last breath? You know what I mean? Your last breath and you couldn't talk to the officers couldn't understand you because all you do is speak Espanol. You know what I mean? So for every Mexican that came from Mexico, from every Chinese person that came from China, the number one thing that you have to learn how to do is speak English. I'm not finna move to Mexico without knowing Mexican. I'm not finna move to China without knowing Chinese. You know what I'm saying? I'll travel to China without knowing Chinese. I'll travel to Mexico without knowing Mexican. But I'm talking about moving there? How about I move somewhere and I don't know the freaking main language?
Easily picked out Natalie Fonseca, the woman who lured him, the woman he referred to as a friend. But he wasn't done. He still had to identify the man holding the gun, who was considered the primary enforcer.
Look at all them thugs on the paper. Look at all them thugs.
¿Qué estás seguro?
Sí.
100%.
Seguro.
Misma cosa.
Just like that. Detective Martinez complete statement.
¿Vamos a entrar?
I'm initial here.
Okay.
And hand it to you.
All right, thank you. Bueno, igual. Son las personas que te enseñaron en las fotos, estos son las personas que te secuestraron, te golpearon,
sí,
y te robaron de la camioneta.
Sí.
Okay. ¿Y qué más te recuerdas de esa noche?
Pues como le digo yo, pues cuando usted me preguntó, pues no me recuerdo mucho más, porque sí, no dejé de, o sea, no me acordaba mucho porque todavía me dolía, pero durante me tuvieron allá, pues ellos me golpearon con la pistola.
Ajá.
Y todo por todo el camino que me llevaban, entonces yo les decía que no me golpearan, y ya después de eso no me dejaron de golpear los dos. De ahí me quitaron la llave de la camioneta. Yo les decía que yo la llave no se la podía dar porque yo iba a manejar, entonces me la quitaron. Ya luego llegaron allá. Ya puesto allá fue cuando me dijeron que iba a ser el último día que iba a vivir, y ya cuando ellos me bajaron de la camioneta y me dijeron que me hincara, pues yo me bajé y me hinqué. Ya cuando solo me hinqué fue cuando ya sentí que me agarraron del pelo y me doblaron la nuca para atrás, y entonces pues ya yo no vi de si fue ella o fue él, pero ella sí estaba atrás de mí y él estaba enfrente.
You got to shoot me, bro.
Y como ya estaba oscuro, pues yo no, ya cuando me recuerdo cuando yo sentí la primera cortada, pues fue cuando yo pegué el grito, y ya después de eso yo no me di cuenta nada más.
With that ID locked in.
That's one thing about me. You got to shoot me, gang. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna just get on my knees and just let you kill me, bro. I don't care about that gun in your hand. You got to shoot me, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm not going easy, bro. If I go, I ain't going easy, bro. I'm sorry. You have more likely of a chance to survive, bro, if you trying to fight back. You know what I'm saying? You see bro one fighting back, bro should be dead right now. Him not fighting back, bro. What that do? You know what I'm saying? Now, if I was fighting back, if I was causing hell up in that car, I promise you he probably wouldn't got a lot of stab wounds, wouldn't got slashed from ear to ear. You know what I'm saying? All about fighting back, man. If y'all ever get in a situation like this, bro, fight back. You know what I mean? Because you got some people that don't care if you do what the freak they say. They still gonna kill you. They did not care that bro was complying. They did not care that bro was doing everything they say. Drive. You know what I'm saying? Bro, continue driving. You know what I mean? Get on your knees. Bro got on his knees. And what they do, they still slashed him from ear to ear. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, you might as well just fight. Because at the end of the day, bro, you're going to die anyways. You know, I don't know why people just be standing still and doing nothing like this is going to make them just survive or something. Bro, he still tried to kill you even when you was complying. You might as well fight. SA. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real. Like, come on, man. Let's stop doing this. You know what I mean? If you get in a situation, you better fight. You better let some shots ring off, bro. Just put it like this. You have this in your mentality. It's either me or that SA. You know what I'm saying? It's either me or you, bro. And I refuse for it to be me. If you're going to kill me, bro, it's going to be the hardest kill you ever had in your life. I'm telling you right now. First of all, because I got buckshots. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like SA right here. I got buckshots. I'm letting shots off. You know what I mean? So that's just me personally. You know what I mean? Then after that, you know what I'm saying? We getting busy in that car. We getting busy. We skirting off the road. If I'm going in the ocean, you going in the ocean with me. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that, bro. You ain't finna just kill me, bro. You think I'm finna get on my knees and let you slash me from ear to ear? You must be out your dang mind, bro.
The attorney had everything.
Better shoot me, bro.
Upgrade the charges
Better
to
shoot
attempted
me,
first-degree murder, putting life sentences on the table.
I'll take that bullet.
Both defendants initially pleaded not guilty, but the evidence against them was overwhelming. Facing the possibility of life in prison if convicted, both Natalie Fonseca and Nafis Reynolds decided it was in their best interests to enter no contest pleas. The September 2025 plea deal reduced charges to attempted second-degree murder, carjacking, and kidnapping with a max prison term of 30 years.
Ooh, I love
Before
it.
The judge handed down the sentences.
Yeah.
She gave them one last opportunity to speak, a moment to show remorse, take
I love it.
accountability, or ask for leniency. Natalie, who was essentially the bait.
Man, Gary got thick in jail. Look at him, got thick. Start eating them Roman noodles. I love it. I love when thugs go to jail. I'm all about jail, chat. I'll be trying to tell you, I'm all about it. I love jail. Thugs, all hail thugs. All hail thugs. All hail thugs. Every thug shall go to jail. I love it. When I seen them two like this, look, when I seen this, I'm so happy seeing this. I'm joyful seeing this right here. Like hearts of joy. You know what I mean? All hail to thugs. I'm against wickedness. And y'all think I'm laughing, I'm dead. I'm against wickedness, bro. I'm for righteous and I'm for blameless. If you ain't that, bro, the heck with you, shout it. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever my God hate, I hate. He hate wickedness, I hate wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, bro. You know? Like I said, the enemy, if you ain't righteous, if you ain't blameless, bro, you an enemy of mine. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta look at it, y'all. The enemy of God is an enemy of mine. So if you ain't righteous, you ain't blameless, you an enemy of mine, gang. You feel me? That's why God made jails for people like you. Why you think jails is made for people like you? You want to be a fool? You want to be a thug? Hey, there you go to jail. Jail made for people like this. You know what I'm saying? And then we going to talk about, look, one of his homies would say, free bro. Free bro until he come home. Which one of my homies would do that dumb junk? First of all, I'm going to cut you off. First of all, let one of my homies do that junk. Any of my homies watching this, be this buffoon you want to. I ain't going to be saying free you nothing. I'm going to cut you off. I ain't coming to visit you, you thug. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna hear from me no more. No, and your mama ain't gonna hear from me either. I ain't gonna take care of your mama or nothing. You're done. You're dead to me. I don't care who you is. You could be the closest homie to me. Do something like this and thinking I'm finna support you. Yeah, I'm not one of them homies that gonna stick beside you. You know what I'm saying? I had to let that be known. I ain't one of them homies gonna stick beside you. Oh no, I got limitations. Go out here acting a fool. I bet you be on your own. Be with me and start acting a fool. I bet you be on your own. I bet I walk away from it. I'm the homie that got limitations. I'm not one of them homies that gonna ride right or wrong. Oh, you wrong, shout it. You wanna be wrong and you dang on. Oh my God. Heck you time out. You know what I mean? You know how them little stupid fools be like, I'm gonna ride my homie right or wrong. Shoot, you better be right with me. You better be right. Because one time you're wrong, scare off the lot. Let you be wrong with me. Oh, you wrong? I'm gonna let you know you wrong. Hey, you wrong, shout it. I'm gonna tell you one time, hey, bro, you know you wrong. Oh, this little fool ain't listening to me. This mother effer wrong. I'm gonna walk away from you. I know what I tell you. Yeah.
Or ask for leniency.
So if you if you a thug, look, if you a thug, oh yeah, you don't want to be around Jay. Jay leave thugs and this. If you a thug, you come around Jay, oh, it's gonna be, oh yeah. I want them people that gonna walk away from you. I want them people that gonna leave you in the dust. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that got my homie right there. Who did it? No, him right there, that my partner Jalen. My name Jay, bro. You know what I'm saying? You right there. Hey, officer, I've never seen this man a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? He lying, G. How can you believe a thug? He lying. I don't know this man. Who is you? Yeah, officer, I don't know who the freak is. You got me confused with somebody else, girl.
Lee, who was essentially the bait in a violent honey trap, went first.
There are no words for what.
Hold on. Bro, do I really, Vanilla, do I really have you feeling that guilty? I'm sorry if I have sinned. I know I'm not supposed to be smoking during the stream. You ain't got to ask me for forgiveness. I am an imperfect human being, Vanilla. Ask God for forgiveness, okay? You know what I'm saying? Do I convict y'all that bad? Godly, that boy said, I'm sorry for I have sinned. I know I'm not supposed to be smoking during the stream. Have I convicted y'all like that? Have I put the blood of Jesus on y'all like that? God, that boy don't even feel comfortable watching me smoking. Lord, forgive me for I have sinned. But I know Jay on that spiritual jump now. But Lord, forgive me for I have sinned. But I gotta watch him, Lord. I gotta watch him.
And myself have experienced, even worse tripping with me.
That boy feeling guilty watching me smoking a blunt. Man, put that blunt down.
To emotional and physical abuse that has developed from being in a relationship with Mr. Reynolds.
Why you crying now, thug? Oh, is that thug crying? You wasn't crying when you were poking him. You wasn't crying when you were slashing his neck from ear to ear. You was a super thug. You was like, oh, you're gonna die tonight. You wasn't crying when you was sticking that knife in him. You wasn't crying when you was beating down. You wasn't crying when you was being a super thug. But now since you're in front of the jail, now you want to cry now. Now you're showing sympathy. But thug, you just said this is your last day living. But now since you're in front of the judge, gotta have so much sympathy.
Bait in a violent honey trap went first.
I love it. I love it.
And myself have experienced, even worse tripping with me, so much upset. I can never get down on paper the mental, emotional, and physical abuse that has developed from being in a relationship with Mr. Reynolds since July 9, 2015. I felt the need to protect someone who created trauma within me and took advantage of my vulnerability. This phase in my life where my freedom was paused has taught me about life. And most importantly, about myself. Not everyone has good intentions in life. Mr. Reynolds persuade my mental rainbows and unicorns to view me.
Oh my God. Now you're trying to blame Mr. Reynolds? Oh my goodness. That is crazy. Mr. Reynolds made you do this? Oh my God. Now she's trying to blame her boyfriend. Oh my God.
Age of 16.
Now you the victim in this situation. I told y'all, look, one thing I'm gonna tell y'all super thugs. If I got any thugs watching me, let me tell y'all super thug something, cause I feel a spirit of thug. So let me tell you super thug something since you want to be a crash out. Let me go and tell you, sit your little crash out tail down somewhere before you go to jail. I'm gonna try to save your life. Sit your little crash out something. You a fool. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something, fool. You know what I'm saying? You want to do something, you want to be a thug with your girl, you want to be on some Bonnie and Clyde stuff, she gonna act just like this. You know what I'm saying? One thing you realize, look, if you want to be a thug on your own, you better be a thug on your own. Try to be a thug with your girl, she gonna fold every time. You know what I'm saying? She the victim in this situation. She put it all on Mr. Reynolds. She don't even call him a boyfriend anymore. She call him Mr. Reynolds.
Where I was once pure, enjoying life as a teen, I thought love was what I found, but love only became a mental illness. I became fragile, confused, addicted, and suicidal. Every visible scar on my body came from Mr. Reynolds.
She the victim now.
Good afternoon. Ms. Fonseca, do you remember me?
I do.
Okay. You remember telling the judge a minute ago that you gave 2 depositions in this case?
She a victim now, Chuck.
They were with me, weren't they?
All right.
Do you remember the very first question that you asked when Mr. Longmire and myself walked in the room?
I do.
What was that question?
What would my sentencing be looking like?
What would it look
I
like?
suggested to you that you said, Mr. Longmire, what am I going to get for talking today? Would you agree that that's the truth?
Now you want to
hear
talk.
your lawyer several times.
You want to
ask
talk.
if You were taking responsibility for your conduct today.
Chat, that's how they all be. That's what I be trying to tell y'all. Let me go ahead and inform y'all about the thugs and the street thugs. That's what I be trying to tell y'all, y'all. The streets ain't real. This how they all is. The streets not real, y'all. You know what I'm saying? All these little street dudes y'all be looking up to and all that. Man, these folks be doing this. That junk ain't real. I be trying to tell y'all that, bro. You know, you got to understand, y'all. They don't think they're going to get caught. So, y'all, no such thing as a gangster. That junk is false, bro. That's not a real lifestyle. They be like, oh, man, he out here doing this, and he know he going to get caught. They love saying this when it comes to street dudes. You know what you signed up for. Y'all ever heard them fools say that? Them waste of sperms. That's what I call them. I call them fools and waste of sperms. All they do is walk around the streets all day looking for to kill something. So, you know what I'm saying? Smoking blunts and thinking they tough. Whole time, they don't even know they part of the Squid Game. Oh, my God. They don't even know they a pawn in this game. That's the thing when it comes to street dudes. When it comes to projects, when it comes to hood, waste of sperms. I be trying to preach to my brothers. Do you not know you in the game? Do you not know this was all set up for you to lose? You losing, gang. That's one thing about all them gangs. Oh, one thing about all them gangs in America, one thing about them, all them think they winning. You can go ask that block over there. They beefing about a block they don't even own. That's the reality. I'm going to tell y'all about the dumb game y'all playing. You beefing about a block you don't even own. So we going to just say that road over there, that road, and that road, all them think they winning. But in reality, all these motherfuckers losing. That side down, that side down, that side down, and that side down. In reality, none of these motherfuckers think they gonna go to jail. In reality, none of these motherfuckers be thinking they gonna get caught. Every single person that does crime, I'm telling y'all right now, do not expect to get caught. They don't expect it. So now when they throw them years at you, look, Mr. Reynolds, look, Miss Madam, you're facing 30 years. 30 years? Man, he did it. What happened to all that loyalty? What happened to all that blood gang? 6ix9ine, y'all seen it with bro? Point blank view. Bro was, 6ix9ine this and 6ix9ine that. You know what I mean? Boogie with the bully, Billy, in the hood with the Billy and the Hoover. Hey, 6ix9ine, you will be facing 30 years to life if you do not give up. You know what I mean? He did it. You don't see him Billy with the Billy. He's a silly. That boy started saying, got that, Mogo, got that, man, got that super song. You know what I'm saying? He's a leech, on it, me, always feet. Oh, you know why I think that? I don't even know that why I hit that. You know what I mean? That boy started talking about, got that wet, got that drip, got that super soaker. You know what I mean? Oh, it wasn't Billy no more. You feel me? But heard him 30 years, man. Shotty. They was trying to kidnap me, man. They was trying to, you know what I mean? They was trying to kidnap me, man. They was trying to extort me. You know, like, what dude do you know? You know what I mean? Will take up for somebody like that, man.
But what if I suggested to you that in your letter that you read to the judge, you repeated?
I bet. Look, y'all. I bet she was so down with him. I bet she was so down. I bet there was some Bunny and Clyde stuff. I bet they were laughing about it too. Right after they did that, they were laughing. They didn't think they was gonna get caught. You know what I mean? Now since they got caught, now you're Mr. Reynolds now.
Deflected towards Mr. Reynolds. Would you agree with that?
I don't agree.
Okay, I certainly appreciate that. Did you hear the victim in this case, the one that took the stand there and testified with an interpreter here in Pensacola, when I said, was one of these people the leader? Was one of these people worse? And he said, no, they were both similarly, situated. Did you hear him say that?
Yes, I did.
Exactly.
Now, is it your position that the lion's share of the fault goes to Mr. Reynolds?
He's trying to put it all on bro.
Because listening to you read that letter makes me think that's what you're trying to say.
I took accountability for my own actions.
Nah, but you make it seem like it was bro.
I I could have spoke up when I had the chance, but I didn't.
Well, when you say the chance is to speak up and tell the truth, you referring to the 2 times that Mr. Longmire came out to the jail to depose you?
No, at the time of the incident, when it was occurring,
Will you acknowledge that you were not fully truthful in either of the 2 times that Mr. Longmire and I came out to see you?
I was truthful.
Okay, just so that's my question. Mr. Longmire?
So to kind of echo what Mr. Mitchell is asking you, you're I did come out and speak with you, correct? And when I did, on both those occasions, certainly the last occasion, did I not say to you that, Ms. Fonseca, I don't believe that you were telling me the complete truth? Did I tell you that?
You did say that.
Did I further tell you that I felt like you were minimizing your role in the situation?
You did say that.
All right. And now you heard me ask Investigator Martinez about when he saw you and Mr. Reynolds at the store. Did you hear me ask him about that?
I did.
And so when you were at the store with Mr. Reynolds, you didn't try to run or get help at any point, did you?
I did not.
And then on the night where Mr. had his throat sliced and thrown off of the bridge, you didn't do anything to help Mr. did you?
I did not.
Call 911 on that night?
I did.
And then when you all left from throwing him off of the bridge, telling him that that was going to be his last night on earth, did you go with Mr. Reynolds out to that new area to construct that post? Did you go with Mr. Reynolds then?
Being forced into this whole situation, I did go.
Okay, so that's your position. You were forced in. After the van was set on fire, did you also leave with Mr. Reynolds?
Yeah.
Go back to that house?
You gonna force
shower,
me.
climb in that bed, go sleep?
Yeah.
And then after that situation, merely 8 days later, October 16th.
Think somebody finna force me to do anything? Bro, I'm the type of man, bro, you got to kill me before you force me to do anything. Before you force me to do anything, gang, I will kill you or you gonna have to kill me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, for real, I have to ask God for forgiveness when it comes to that. Like, I have to debt somebody. If I'm actually being forced to do something, you forcing me to do something I don't want, I gotta debt you. I gotta debt you, gang. You know what I'm saying? I gotta debt you. I either gotta debt you, gang, you gotta debt me. Somebody gonna get debt, though. You know what I'm saying? All that little, he forced me to do this and, you know, I was forced to do the situation. I'm sorry I lied to you, Martin. I just wanted to go to Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that he forced me to do this and he forced me to do that. You know what I'm saying? Stop it, man. You know, you was aggressive just like he was aggressive. You know what I'm saying? You were in on it just like he was in on it. But now, I can promise you, like that girl looks so different on that stand. Man, y'all be looking different on that stand. You know what I'm saying? Everybody nice on that stand. Do we not see that, chat? That everybody nice on this dang stand? I want to see that thug mentality. You know what I'm saying? Kind of dang well, man, I'll be crying up in that stand, man. Yeah, I'll be doing the same thing you do. Man, that boy forced me to do it, man. Judge, I'm telling you, I would have been looking at the judge, man. Forget what the prosecutor saying, Judge. I'm telling you, man. Boy, that mother ever forced me to do it, Judge. Please, boy. Y'all think I'm finna be acting? Y'all think I'll try to? See, I'm hey, real don't say they real. Well, F dude, I'm real. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm real. I don't try to portray it for camera. I'm scared. I'm bleeding. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna try it tough for you. Act like I'm built for jail. Shoot, man. Please. I'm a player from the Himalaya. You know what I'm saying? I don't do jail, okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking right at that judge. Hey, Judge, look, man, I'm telling you, that man forced me to do it. That man a madman, Judge. Yeah, I know you're a merciful woman. You're a merciful man. You know what I'm saying? 25? But, Judge, did you just say 25? Shouted. Oh, shoot. That's why I say I'm a goody two-shoes. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about Jay. I'm a goody two-shoes. I follow the law. Oh, Jay don't play about them years. Man, he's 25 years of life, Pop. They ain't have a heart attack up in there. Oh, God. 25, Judge. 25. Dudes be trying to come in there. You see them dudes that be getting charged with them long crime. They be trying to act like they so tough. Man, stop all that acting for camera, man. Let it out. You know what I'm saying? You know. He said, Queso make your face go? Oh, no. Queso make that case go. You know what I'm saying? They love saying Queso make that face go. Oh no, Queso, he made that face go. You know, he make your face go, but did Queso make that case go?
Did you again go with Mr. Reynolds and participate in a robbery of Mr. Sanchez?
I did not participate.
And I appreciate the fact that you said it. Let me ask you this.
Go and ban Batty. Go and ban Batty's Kyler right now.
Sanchez ever ended up?
Go and ban Batty's Kyler. I'm gonna ban him. Ban that. Ban that.
Okay, so Mr. Sanchez only ended up there because he took you home, correct?
Correct.
And then when law enforcement found you and Mr. Reynolds and arrested you on October 23rd, did you not have the backpack on your back with Mr. Sanchez's items in it?
I did.
And let me ask you, what's the last line of your letter?
I had who said I'm a victim.
No, see, that's where you're wrong. Aren't the victims Mr. and Mr. Sanchez?
Why would you consider me as a victim?
Answer my question. Are they the victims or are you the victim today?
All three of us are.
Nothing really good.
Mr. Early?
Rather than fully accepting responsibility, Natalie emphasized her own struggles and circumstances. She offered explanations that shifted the blame away from herself and portrayed herself as under the influence of Nafis. With that, the court turned.
You did that
to
with bro in the
Nafis
case? So bro was in the court. So bro was in the court while you was doing that. I know bro wanted to take your face off. Imagine being in the courtroom while this girl lying on you like that. You know what I'm saying? Imagine being in there just looking at, knowing you can't do nothing to her. She just lying on you like that. Imagine that, chat. You just looking at her like this. She just lying. Wanna jump on that freaking man?
How are you? Can you hear me? Yes, sir. Okay. Sometimes I don't
Speak, boy. That's what you is now. You a boy.
Okay. Yes, all right. Now, sir, your audience is both Judge Nobles as well as the victims in this case. You can see on the screen as well as in the stands. Okay. Are you nervous? Yeah. Okay. If any of my questions are unclear, you let me know. The same goes with Judge Nobles as well as Mr. Longmire. Right? Have you thought about what you'd like to say to Judge Nobles and the victims in this case? Yeah, I know. The microphone is yours, sir.
I was raised in a stable household. I come from wonderful parents. I would change. I would change for nothing in the world. My mother raised me on love and understanding. And she used to treat my friends like family. They strange like I always want to be treated. My father taught me about having morals and principles. It shouldn't be good.
And y'all remember what I said? What I say, chat? It's crazy how everything I be saying be coming back into reality, right? What I said sometimes you could be a loving parent and your children still choose to go the other way. You know what I mean? That's the reality of it. Sometimes I can be a loving parent. That's why I'm like, with me, I'm going to try to be the best father to my daughter. I'm going to try to be the best father to my son. I'm going to try to be the best I can be. But at the end of the day, I can't control your actions. Can't control who you are when you step outside the house. I did my job. I would not be saving you from your consequences. But I feel like when it comes to situations like this, 100% of the time, is that, yeah, the parents were good. The parents were, you know, they did their job when it came to being there. But one thing that parents do a lot is save their children from consequences. It can be the littlest things. You know what I'm saying? You always saving them so they never learn from the consequences. You think you're gonna be this, you think you this good mother, you know what I'm saying? You think you this good father. You know what I'm saying? Saving your son from consequences. Your son do something crazy, you always there to save him. See, parents are always trying to play God in situations. And you wonder why your child is still doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, because he never learned. He didn't feel the consequence. One thing you got to understand is they belong to God before they belong to me. It's one thing that parents, any new parents watching this, even I'm learning, you know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to my mom, I'm seeing how my brother and my older, I'm learning from her. You know what I'm saying? You know, like seeing when she be coming to me at church, you know what I'm saying? Like seeing how stressed out she be. You know, she learning now. She doing way better now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm learning from her. I'm like, okay. And I have a deep talk with her. I'm like, you trying to be God. Every time God's trying to discipline my brother, every time God is trying to discipline my sister, you always stepping in the way. You're always trying to save somebody. So that's why such and such almost 30 years old and still asks you for stuff. That's why such and such Dana, 20-something years old, 25, still asks you for stuff because you always saving them. So yeah, a lot of y'all parents do be having a part when it comes to certain this. You're going to take accountability. Of course, take accountability. But I just feel like if you stop saving your kids from little consequences, it won't turn into big consequences. Because they know that, okay, if I do something like this, again, I'm going to have to face consequences. You know what I'm saying? Whether if it's little, whether it's going to alternative school, whether if it's school problems, suspended, whatever it is, let your children feel the consequences of their actions. Because I got full front view of what happens when a parent keeps on saving a child over and over again. It's not going to end well. Let God discipline them. Let God fix them. Try to be the good mom you are. Try to be the good dad you are. Try to discipline them. Try to turn them in the right way. Try to do that. Know what I mean? But stop saving your children from their actions. Know what I'm saying? Actions have consequences. My children is going to feel every bit of that action. Every bit of that consequence, my children going to feel it. I make a vow to myself when it comes to that. Everything. You want to be a fool at school? Guess what? Them consequences going to get you. Want to be a fool at school? Want to go to alternative school? Go to alternative school. I promise you, when I stop saving them, I promise you it's going to get through his head, get through her head, that dang, nobody coming to save me. If I keep on doing this, if I keep on acting a fool, consequences going to come. But he or she never going to learn if daddy and mama always saving them. She ain't felt the consequence. He ain't felt the consequence. So I know if I do this again, mommy and daddy going to save me. I know if I go out here acting a fool, mommy and daddy going to save me. I know if I go to school acting a fool, mommy and daddy going to save me. I know if I do this, mommy and daddy going to save me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is what happens when it comes to children that come from stable homes. It's like, yeah, the parents was good parents, but I feel like they saved them too many times. Sad.
I would like to apologize for some people's lives I destroyed by my actions and choices.
Oh, you gonna feel that fear. Oh, you gonna feel that fear.
I'm deeply sorry. I pray.
Oh, you.
As I seen earlier, you're a young person. How old are you? 32 years old. So Judge Noble might give you 30 years today. She might give you 20. She might give you 25. She might give you 15. What's your life going to look like when you ultimately leave prison? Said a better way, what if the court was concerned that you might be a danger to our community if you were someday released from prison or when you are? What would you say to that?
That wouldn't be me. I didn't make a mistake. And I wasn't on my mind.
I heard the part of your letter where you offered apologies to the victims in this case. But you see the gentleman there in the red t-shirt in the second row. Is there anything else that you'd like to say to him?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I hurt you so bad. I really wish I could change it.
Any remarks to the other gentleman as well?
It's the same.
Good, thank you. Those are my questions.
The sheer violence of what happened to Mr. is, I mean, in his letter to me, he said that Ms. Fonseca looked at him and said something along the lines of, "This is your last day to live." I cannot imagine the fear. He then said she grabbed his hair and pulled it backwards, and Mr. Reynolds slit his throat, and I believe it was 3 times. That, in and of itself, is enough to convince me to the sentence that I am going to sentence.
The court rejected the idea that the attack against Saul was impulsive or accidental. It was deliberate, coordinated, and nearly fatal. In the end, both Natalie Fonseca and Nafis Reynolds were sentenced to 30 years in prison, ensuring that neither would have the opportunity to harm anyone else in the community for a very long time. What isn't clear, however, is how fully Saul ever recovered. Court documents show that both victims had the guts to stick around and see their cases through to sentencing. But what isn't in the file is how Saul is actually doing today. Trauma like that doesn't just vanish when the gavel bangs. We know he survived the attack, but we don't know the price he paid for it. All we can say for certain is that he lived and he made sure his attackers answered for what they did.
So yeah, man, that's the end of the stream, man. You know what I'm saying? Just think twice, man, before you try to go out here and commit crimes. You know what I'm saying? Just think twice. Because eventually you'll be caught. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm happy that got sentenced 30 years. I'm happy, so happy. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm so happy. You know, that they got sentenced to 30 years. I'm all about jail. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for it. I'm happy when street dudes get locked up. I'm happy when I hear 30 years to life. I'm happy for it. Want to be a thug? Okay, we got places for thugs like you. But stop making civilians' lives hard. Stop making innocent people's lives hard, man. Want to be a criminal? Okay, be a criminal in jail then. Be a criminal out here. You know what I'm saying? I don't like criminals. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and it's crazy how, you know, you got some people that look at me like I'm a square. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what they love saying, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Look at you like you a square. The whole time they the square. Be funny, the whole time they the square. No, how I live is righteous, bro. Now, if you call me a square, do you call God a square then? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. If you calling me a square, you calling God a square. You calling Jesus a square then. That God you say you believe in, oh, you know, he about righteous now. You know, he about justice, right? You know what I'm saying? He about that. You know what I'm saying? He about righteous. He about justice and all that good. You don't like the wicked? I guess God is square too then. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he ain't. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, you know, it's just the way you think is foolish. So you just think just because you go out here and commit crimes that you're more tougher than people. You know what I'm saying? That's the delusional way of how these street boys think and how these criminals think. They think because they go out here and commit crimes, they're more tougher and they're more realer. But in reality, you're just a fool. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're doing. Just a fool. You know what I'm saying? A fool, foolish man, a foolish woman that's just foolish. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of people that's tough just like you. There's plenty of people that has the balls like you. They're just smarter.